What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking all about Colleen Wing. She is an absolute animal. She is a bloodthirsty savage. She does a ton of damage, and she attacks so much more than I think people realize. So I will show you what I mean. Let's get into it. All right, so today we are talking about Colleen Wing, and so to just answer some of the questions up front that I've been getting, first and foremost, people have been asking what ISO 8 class for Colleen Wing, and the answer to that is Striker, hands down. She does so much bleed damage, just constant bleeds, 3 and 4 at a time, and increasing her base damage increases the damage of her bleeds. She almost always has offense up, a lot of counterattacks. It's just so much damage. You absolutely want her to be a Striker. Hands down, no question, Striker for Colleen. Let's see which of her abilities need T4 upgrades. All right, taking a look at Colleen's basic. The T4 here is certainly not bad. It's not absolutely essential, but it's decent value. On her Striker ISO bonus attack, you'll get the extra bleed, and at level 7, that bleed is worth 150% of her base damage, and she often has offense up. However, she is still going to apply 2 bleed on any counter or assist, so this is just a nice increase in damage. You can think of it as like an extra 190% damage on her basic and also on her ISO bonus attack. So it's good value. I will probably get it, but I do want to look at the rest of her abilities in case they are more important. All right, putting the T4 in the special adds 70% damage to primary target and applies 4 bleed instead of 3. And again, an extra bleed at level 7 ability is worth 150% of base damage. So that is 220% damage to the primary target. That is a ton of damage. So I am going to go ahead and do this upgrade. All right, putting the T4 in the ult is 50% piercing to all enemies, which is not that much damage. However, it's also heal block for 2 turns to all enemies, and that heal block is way more drastic. Not to mention she's using this every 3rd turn, as you can see. So it is quite a bit of heal block. So for the utility, this is going to be really, really important. In particular for Alliance War defense, so this is definitely an upgrade you're going to want, so we're going to do it. All right, and finally, taking a look at the passive, you put the T4 in, it adds plus 100% damage to the most injured enemy, which is her attack that she does whenever any Heroes for Hire ally turn ends. So that alone is way worth the T4. This is easily her most important T4. And then when she has Deflect, getting 100% counterattack chance and 20% block amount, that is insane. This is just massive. I mean, now she's going to have so many deflects, and now she's going to reduce 45% damage instead of the base 25% that her block amount would be. And then guaranteed counterattack is several more bleeds. This is just so much more damage. This is easily her most important T4. Definitely do her passive and definitely do it first. All right, now I've talked a bit about all her counterattacking and all the bleeds and just how many times she's hitting the enemy, but I edited together a little sequence so you can appreciate in a single match just how many times Colleen is actually taking a swing at her opponents. So check this out. Yeah, as you can see, she just attacks a ton, and that is why no amount of gold stars or red stars are enough for her. She is all damage, and that is her role. If you have a truly massive Colleen Wing and you're building your Heroes for Hire team, she's just going to output so much damage. She's attacking constantly. So the more stars and red stars you have on her, the more frequently she's going to be smashing for big damage and putting massive bleeds. She's just a relentless attacker, and she just brings an onslaught with her. So yeah, you cannot have a strong enough Colleen if you're trying to build the Heroes for Hire. The good news is you will not have to go as hard on Misty Knight. You do not need a giant Misty Knight. Obviously, you'll want her moderately sized so she doesn't die and isn't a liability to the team. But between the two Heroes for Hire coming this patch, Colleen is absolutely the one worth a lot of gold stars, a lot of red stars, a lot of levels, a lot of gear. You want her to slam, because as you saw, she'll be doing it often. So let's get into some Colleen Wing gameplay. Let's check it out.
What?
Yep, so as you can see from that gameplay, just an absolute bloodbath, bleeds everywhere, so much damage. But in all seriousness, let's check out some Colleen Wing gameplay from today's stream. Alright, we'll keep it in 1x speed. Alright. Gamora goes after Iron Fist. Rocket goes after Luke Cage. Ill-advised. And 7 red Star-Lord. It's not his turn yet. Alright. Let's get counters up. That's only going to apply to the defenders, so none for Colleen. Holy crap. Luke Cage gets taken out very early. Very unfortunate. We've got a lot of work to do. So we're going to need Colleen to do quite a bit of damage here. Come on. 4 gold, 4 red Colleen. She half health Rocket, nearly half health Gamora and Star-Lord. Not a bad AoE. She does unfortunately get hit by a slow, but we can get rid of that. Not a problem. And give out some ability energy. I have to see how much ability energy Colleen got, because that's on a very low cooldown, actually. Gamora chooses Iron Fist. But he counters back. Not bad. And I think we're going to get a good amount of healing out of him here. I can heal, or I can punch the taunt off of this guy. I'm going to punch the taunt off of this guy. Trusting you, Iron Fist. Excellent. He's going to get countered, but that's okay. He successfully punched the taunt off of Drax. Alright, and then we're going to go and initiate this chain. Alright, keep it moving, Daredevil. Alright, not bad. JJ fires back with a counter, as does Daredevil. Goodbye, Rocket. Gonna have a blind come out from Star-Lord, though. Alright. And he blinded, unfortunately, Colleen and JJ. So, we'll go ahead and use that because we're blind, just like we'll go ahead and use this because we're blind. But there's a counter from Iron Fist. Goodbye, Gamora. Iron Fist passive on turn. Nice little heal there. And we're going to use this and top him off. Colleen goes and attacks because a hero for hire took a turn. The other hero for hire that could be triggering her additional attack died immediately, unfortunately, but got hit with a deflect, 100% counterattack. Bad move, Star-Lord. He gets shanked. And then there's a counter from JJ, kneeing him in the groin. Right. I'm thinking we go for another AoE here. Insane bleeds on Drax because he is a protector. Alright. She fires back. Alright, let's finish off Star-Lord while we can. That was ability energy. Didn't see who it went to. Alright, and if we get rid of that death proof, which we did, he will now die to his bleed, so we can start working on Groot. But that's a wrap. Colleen doing just insane amounts of damage compared to the rest of this team, and that's only a 4 gold, 4 red gear tier 12 Colleen, so you can imagine if I powered her up appropriately how much she'd be doing. Let's give out more ability energy. And we'll smack Groot some more. I think Colleen will get the pleasure of actually finishing him off. We'll have Iron Fist clear off his death proof. And then a hero for hire took a turn, which means... well, doesn't matter. He died. Here we go. GG. Everyone else finished with full health. This match is dedicated to Luke Cage forever in our hearts. Alright, so I wanted to take this match to show just how insane Colleen's damage can be. And again, this is only a gear tier 12, 4 gold, 4 red Colleen. But there are 3 protectors on the enemy team. And so the amount of damage that's going to get put out is just going to be ridiculous. So we're hoping that did not hit Greg, and it didn't, so that's really good. So I'm going to start working on Hela here, because Hela is the only one I'm actually worried about. Colleen's basically going to take care of the rest, so watch this damage here when she hits all these protectors. Just bleeds galore, in addition to just hitting them for decent amounts of damage. So many bleeds. Rhino seems to be upset about the whole thing, and he hits her right in her deflect, which you would normally have 100% counterattack, but you can't counterattack when it's in response to a counterattack. But Hela fires an AoE, and the counters are coming out, so that's going to be the end of Hela. Which means after killing this final Greg, we don't have to worry about any turn meter rewind. And I think we will now go after Green Goblin here. Perfect. Yep, we'll give out some ability energy there. You can see the bleeds just hit him. He is dropped dangerously low. Rhino drops to about half health from his bleeds. Seems to be pretty upset about the whole thing. I think we're going to see Juggernaut taunt, but we do have the JJ ultimate in the chamber. And also the heroes for hire heal so much that it's not really going to be an issue. So big special coming out of Goblin. But there we go. Normally what I would do here is use the 2-turn defense up, but I would actually rather start passing out the regens. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Luke Cage taunt, even though the ult gives better buffs for the heroes for hire. But there's all the buffs on Juggernaut there. So we'll go ahead and use that. That should chain around to a few targets. Oh, just kidding. He gets counterattacked and that gets broken. But Luke is going to retaliate, take out Greg, effectively punishing my team. We're going to lose a little bit of speed here, but we're going to have a really, really big heal coming out from Iron Fist special. And now heals for quite a bit more health. So you can see everyone's pretty much back to full health. And yeah, we'll go ahead and hit Juggernaut here. This won't hit him for any bleeds or anything, but the way I see it, Crossbones is, well, Crossbones will go ahead and detonate, and then it'll take extra turns. So actually, I'll go ahead and pop Crossbones here. And then I'll probably use the JJ special. That'll probably give us another Colleen ult. Nope, just kidding. We have to go ahead and ult Juggernaut here, but the news is JJ has the focus to strip that taunt. So he's still going to ult on his turn, but we have removed his taunt. So not too worried about Rhino here. Not a lot of damage coming out, and it had to hit Luke Cage. Keep it moving. Alright, there's a counter from Daredevil. Alright, here's the Goblin ult. And not a lot of damage coming out from that. And then there's the passive heal from Iron Fist. So we'll go ahead and punch Rhino into another dimension here. Alright, goodbye Rhino. And then we'll go ahead and, for good measure, actually, we can call an assist anyway. We don't even need the defense up. We're winning handily. Good, we call Colleen. She gets the offense up. That's going to be a lot of damage. And any counters that she does while she has that offense up, you're going to get the benefit of those bleeds having been applied with the offense up, which is going to look like this. Yeah, those bleeds, absolutely nasty. So much damage. Striker bonus attack. That's a wrap. Colleen, the bloodthirsty savage. But all right, so there you guys have it. Some footage of Colleen Wing, including some footage from her war defense where we were counting how many times she's going to counterattack or jump in and attack at the end of any hero for higher turn. She's just going to be swinging that sword so much in any given match on war defense. And as you can see, even from our early Blitz testing, her damage is absolutely insane. I cannot wait to invest even more in her because she just hurts so much. But that is all I've got for you guys today. If my commentary seems a little bit off, I am getting deliriously tired at this point. This is being recorded at about 1:30 in the morning. We've been streaming for like 13 hours at this point because the game was having some issues, but I wanted to make sure that we did get you guys some early footage of Colleen Wing in action on her launch day. So yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today. So thank you very much for checking out this video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and slice some fruit. And I will see you guys real soon. Till next time. Peace!